Alright, so number 11 off of the ellipse worksheet. I'd first look to see if I can divide by anything to make it easy, but that y squared means no, I can't. So let's group the stuff. So 2x squared plus 8x plus y squared minus 8y equals 48. I'm going to zoom in and write small. So it'll still look the same to you, but you might have to write small to fit it all in right there. So the y stuff looks good because that coefficient is 1. The x squared, not so much because I need to get that 2 off of there. So x squared plus 4x plus, this is going to be weird looking, but we'll try it anyway, y squared minus 8y equals 48. Alright, so now I'm ready to do the b over 2 stuff. So b over 2 is 2. Square that, we get 4. But what did I really just add to the left-hand side of that equation? 8. Alright, plus 4. But because the 2 is out front, I added 8. So I need to add 8 to the other side. Again, I hope that feels weird to write plus 4 plus 8, because that's generally not allowed. But it was plus 8 and plus 8. And then b over 2 equals negative 4. Square that, we get 16. So plus 16, which is what we need to add to the other side, because that one didn't have a multiplier out there. So plus 16 to the other side. So 2 times x plus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals whatever all that is. 48 and 8 is 56 plus 16 is 72. Alright, I'm not quite there yet. What do I need to do next? Even I could find the center right now, but what should I do before I find the center to make it look like an ellipse equation? Make it equal to 1, and how should I do that? Divide by 72. So x plus 2 squared over 36 plus y minus 4 squared over 72 equals 1. So my center will be at negative 2, 4. And again, I'm not really worried about who's A and who's B. If it's under X, you go that many in X. If it's under Y, go that many in Y. So I'm going to go 6 in the X direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 left and right. Remember that's sort of the X radius. That's not the official term, but that's kind of how it works. The X radius is 6. The Y radius is square root of 72. Well, I don't really like square root of 72. What's square root of 72 close to in terms of decimals? 8 point something, because 64 is 8 squared, 81 is 9 squared, so somewhere in the middle, 8 point something. Probably not 8.5, but it's somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to go up and down 8.5, or square root of 72. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a little bit. Again, some of the graphs go off the grid by a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half. And then I'll sketch my ellipse. This one's a little rounder than some of them. Potato looking thing there. Let's see, what did it ask for? Vertices. Let's do the left and right vertices because those are easier. They landed on the grid, so 4, 4. This one was negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 8, 4. The ones on the y, they did not land on a grid, so I need to be a little bit careful here. We went up and down square root of 72 from the y coordinate. So I'm going to say negative 2, that's my x coordinate for sure. And then I started at 4, and I went up and down, so plus or minus, square root of 72. And sure, square root of 72 reduces, but we're not in that game anymore. We can do that if we wanted to. We'll just leave it as square root of 72. So if they land on the grid and you got nice answers, we'll use the nice answers. But if they don't make nice answers, then just use the square root of 72 or whatever it is.
This is probably a silly question, but of course you usually have to draw over the graph, right? Or extend past it, or do.
Yeah. So if it's a little bit off, yeah, just draw it up there. That's fine. Okay. If it's way off, then either I made a mistake doing that, or you made a mistake somewhere figuring out what it is. Foci and eccentricity. Well, foci has to do with c squared equals a squared minus b squared. Here's where it matters which one is a and which one is b. But even still, it doesn't. You're not going to get confused because you got to do the big one minus the little one. So it's got to be 72 minus 36. So c squared is 36 and c is 6. Oh, so this one is sort of, usually the foci are weird. This one, the vertices, 2 of the vertices are unusual, but the foci worked out nice. So what do I do with 6? What's that? That's not the foci, that's just what c is equal to. What do I do with that?
You go
6 from the center,
up and down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And those are landing on grid points, so that's kind of nice. So the foci are at negative 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And negative 2, negative 2. And then eccentricity is c over a. So 6 over, here's the only place where a matters, but a's got to be the bigger one, so a is square root of 72.
I get more room on the test.
Yes. Yes, this is a little tight. E is eccentricity. C over A. It's a measure of how circular or how flat it is. The closer to O it is, the closer to a circle it is. The bigger eccentricity it gets, it starts getting more eccentric, flattening out, a weird ellipse.
Why is it square root of 72? Why can't it just be 72?
A squared is 72, so A is the square root of 72.
Oh, okay. You can't simplify it, so okay.
Oh, you could simplify that to 6 square root of 2, and then 6 is...
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a lot you could do with that. I think you would end up with root 2 over 2 if you did what we normally do, but we don't have to do that. All right, how about 12 or 13? Which one? Pretty similar. Which one? None?
Which one's harder?
They're really similar. They both give you foci and either minor axis or major axis.
Let's do 12.
12 it is.
Don't want y'all pay.
13 it is. 13 I got more room to work, so that makes as good a reason as any. So I know what an ellipse equation looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and start writing it. And yeah, that's all I know right now, because none of the information they gave me directly fits into what I need. Like I need the center, and I need an x radius and a y radius to go under x and y. So let's plot what they give us and see if we can figure out what's going on. So 1, 7. 1, -3. My 2 foci. How does that help me?
Well, the center is somewhere between them.
Okay. Yes, the center is somewhere in between there. Can you be a little more specific? I mean, right there would be somewhere in between the two of them.
Yeah,
It's right in between the two of them. So it's not just anywhere in between them. It has to be exactly in
that's
between
what
them.
I meant, but I guess I didn't say right.
You didn't say exactly, or so the center will be at 1, comma, what's in between 7 and -3? Let's see, those are 10 apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2. So x minus 1 and y minus 2, because I've got my center now. I also know what c is equal to. C is equal to 5. That doesn't directly help me because I need a and b in there, or a squared and b squared. Length of the minor axis is 12. Which way does the minor axis go in this one? Left and right or up and down?
It's just a smaller one.
It's the smaller one.
I don't know which
How do you know?
one.
Is it going left? Is that the left and right axis or the up and down axis for this one?
Left and right.
Well, how do you know it's the left and right? You're right.
Oh, because the foci are going that way.
Yeah, the foci are always are on the major one, so the minor one's got to be the other one. So the length of that thing is 12. So half of it's 6. I'm not even putting the points on there. I'm just because I don't need the points. What's that 6? Where's that going to go? Under which one? X or Y? X. But it needs to be 6 squared. So 36 will go under X. Is that A or B? So again, it matters occasionally. Here's one place where it matters. C is 5. Something is 6. Let's see, the A is the bigger one. Is that the bigger one or the smaller one? It's the minor axis. So it's the smaller one. So that's B squared. And A squared will go over here. If only I knew of some relation that related A, B, and C. C squared equals A squared minus B squared. So 25 equals A squared minus 36. So A squared equals 61. And I've got my equation. So graph what they give you. And then you just start piecing it together, filling in the blanks when you find the stuff. 12 is really similar. So the rest of the assignment today is to just finish this worksheet, and then tomorrow we'll talk about hyperbolas.